Hello people, and welcome to another episode of Iron Fist Mining. We're going to go out today. If you've been paying attention, the water heater behind me, I just got done installing. It'll get uploaded first, so this is actually going to be the same day, even though if it says it's different days or it looks like it's different, it's the same day. I'm getting a late start, so I had an idea. This is the new wash plant. The sluice is just sitting on it. The underflow system thingy, and I can't tell. I actually got to show you this too, because this is something new to it. I can't tell if it works better than the sluice or not. System. Dams go in, blah blah blah. Okay, just like dudes on YouTube, it goes all the way down. I'm just not. Anyway, my screen's up there. This uphill thing causes it to go slow, so after you feed it, it takes its time to get up. Sometimes I feed it through, sometimes I don't, but the slower you run it, the better it does. I noticed it's blowing gold out, so I made this screen that fits in this ammo box, and the gold, the fine gold that blows out of this, catches in there. So other than it blowing gold out, which I stuck my shovel in there and was catching it to see if it even blew some out, and it does. Doesn't work just like dudes on the video, but it's nominal. What I catch in there is nominal. It's not that bad. So what I want to find out is if the sandbox and the sluice versus that, the all-in-one, which one makes more. So I'm going to go to the spot and they're going to have a little race. Joe said do a 5-gallon bucket each. I said no. Run a man sauce all day. So at the rate this one flows, which I was explaining, while it's working, I can go over and do this one. And then I'll fill that up, drag it out, come over, fill that up again, let it run slow, put the sluice in, and run the sandbox through the sluice into some concentrate. And at the end of the day, I'll keep everything separate. Everything that comes out of that box and those money cups is going to be in one bucket, and everything that comes out of this and that is going to be in one bucket, and I'm going to pan them separate and see which one is man sauce. At any rate, I told Joey, if anything, I'll catch twice as much gold because I'm running 2 systems instead of 1. Right? That makes sense, logically. And I'm going to dig out of the same hole on the same day. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of said scientific expedition. Okay people, so I'm down here, got 1 bucket into the concentrate from the sluice and the wash plant. This one is working on its, wow, that really got clogged up. Its first one too, it's just about done. I'm using that 3M screen that NASA made. This stuff is actually in the space shuttle. That's fabric you're looking at. And it can handle this abrasive sand. Anyway, you can kind of see how it works. Water flow in. That's all the cleaning stuff. Cleaned material. Down through jumpy. Into this, I call it the saucepan. Sometimes I move stuff forward, sometimes I don't, but it automatically feeds itself. The only reason it was clogged up is because sometimes I push it forward. Like I'll show you. See the bays? 1, 2, 3 bays, and then the feeder. Sometimes I just push it up to the next bay. So they're evenly scored. We'll see. I'm digging out of the same spot too. Alright people, so I made it home. Getting ready to start panning stuff. This is all the material that came out of the sluice box. It's about, I don't know, that much. Actually, they're pretty even, as you can see through the buckets. And this is the material that came out of the clean deal, Mr. Clean Jeans. So, I got to go through those, and I have a money cup over there that I have to go through from the crack suckings. I did everything like I normally did. So, plus I got to go through all the stuff that's still in there. So, which one to start with? I guess it'll start with sluicey stuff, and we'll see how that comes out. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, so we'll figure it out. Alright, so I just went through the money cup. If you guys are just now tuning in, don't know what a money cup is, that's the money cup. I use that sucker to hit this crack right here with the sluice. Woo! Woo! Anyway, that's the gold that I got out of it. Now I only ran 4 loads, and by 4 loads I mean I filled up the sandbox 4 times, ran it through the sluice, and that's what showed up in the pan. Probably 50 to 100 tiny little flakes and some specks per days. Let me see if I can tighten it up a little and get it together. That shows up a little better. It's golden in their hills. Then I still have all of this to go through. Now the sluice material, it's a mix of chunky and light and whatever. The stuff that came out of that, which actually ran 5 loads because it caught up with the sluice. This guy, I just dumped the ammo can bucket in here, and it produces a really fine material because of the 3M screen that's in there. So it'll be interesting to see which one of these made more. But as it stands right now, I think the sheer volume of that sandbox is going to smoke that thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so there is the gold that came out of just the sluice in the sandbox. Old school. I'll put this in a separate container, and then I'll take a picture of it and maybe do a side-by-side kind of thing. Let me fan it out a little bit. It's kind of clumpy. Stuff's real sticky. I'll get a picture and start working on the other one. It didn't take me too long. Alright people, there's the end of the pan from all the stuff that came out of that, which was 2 of those sandboxes and the 2 tubs. And I gotta say, it's probably a little bit less than the other. Let me put them in a comparison thing, then we'll take a look. And there you have it. Within the 2 caps, it'll show you which ones got more. On camera, this one seems to look like more. This is the Underflow. This is the old school with the sluice. Right in there. I'm gonna force it to zoom in. Old school and new school. Now, despite what this thing's showing you, there is definitely more gold in the old school than that one. Now, to be fair, this runs about a third more material because of the sandbox. So I don't know. It's hard to say. If I'd have ran that much more through this, would it have caught that much more? That's why Joey was saying do a 5-gallon bucket each. But either way, I got that much gold. I run 2 systems, so we'll have to wait up and find out what I got. But that's it for now.